You know, one day, the whole of Europe will be one vast socialist state. Russia, Germany, France, even England. But there will be one place where life will go on just as it always has done. Right here in Switzerland! But it won't happen in our lifetime.
If you stay here any longer, Volodya, you'll become a bourgeois farmer and settle down breeding cows.
I haven't spent 30 years fighting for the revolution all over Europe in order to settle down in this miserable country.
I was just making a joke.
Have you read Kerensky's speech?
I'm just doing so.
The man is a lunatic.
The socialist parties of the Allied powers would be failing in their patriotic duty to their respective countries were they, in this present conflict, to engage in any revolutionary activity which might jeopardize their country's efforts to continue the war against German imperialism.
Any war undertaken by a capitalist government is imperialism. Hasn't the clown read any books?
He is a lawyer.
What on earth has got to do old Bronsky?
Elite! Elite! It's happened! At last! It's happened! At last! Come all the way from the station. The papers. Read. See what it says. I cannot believe it. After all the years. All these years. Well, old friend, now that it's happened, I don't know what to say. I'm like you.
Revolution in Russia.
Here, you haven't read all this. The provisional government, consisting largely of the Cadet Party and the Octoberist Liberals, have passed a motion demanding the immediate abdication of the Tsar. And here, the Tsar ordered the immediate dissolution of the Duma, which at once replied by refusing to dissolve and proclaiming itself a constituent assembly, which is in effect tantamount to declaring a state of revolution. Workers have organized a Soviet of workers' deputies.
A 9-day wonder it cannot last.
Deputies of soldiers and sailor Soviets.
They will be shot.
Cossacks refuse to fire on demonstrators. Soldiers march with workers. Barricades in the streets. A crowd of 30,000 soldiers, workers, and students assembled outside the Duma.
Well, if the revolution in Russia has begun, what in the name of God are we doing in Switzerland? The Bolsheviks must immediately carry out propaganda and agitation, legal and illegal, for an international proletarian revolution and the conquest of power by the Soviet of Workers' Deputies.
Comrade, see who has just arrived from
Zinoviev, Gregory. Telegrams have been arriving all day from Germany, from America. Unbelievable. I cannot waste a moment. I cannot stay another minute in this accursed Switzerland.
All soldiers' regiments in Petrograd have pleased themselves to support the revolution. Proto-Popov has been arrested.
Continue. Spread out. Arouse new sections. Awake fresh initiatives from organizations in every layer. Prove to them that peace can only come with the armed Soviet of workers' deputies in power and the arming of the masses in the fight for peace, bread, and freedom.
Comrade Glasgow,
The Bolsheviks in Russia are not organized. The voice of the proletariat has not yet made itself heard in the land. If we are not there now to lead them, the revolution will be overwhelmed by that idiot Kerensky and his bunch of bourgeois bunglers. I tell you, we stand here, helpless and useless, congratulating ourselves on a revolution in which we're not even involved.
No, that's not true, comrade. Our agitators are at work in the factories, organizing the soldiers.
The revolution will not become a proletarian revolution until the entire bulk of the population, workers, peasants, soldiers, are shown that they have the power to make it so. Power, comrade. The power of 2 million people. Not a handful of middle-class intellectuals in one city. But if we are not there now, at this crucial hour in our country's history, perhaps even in the history of the world, there will be no revolution. Ah, you will see. This little capitalist shake-up will crumble like a child's sandcastle.
We cannot get out of Switzerland via Italy or France. The Allies would arrest us as traitors to their war effort. And if we try and cross the German frontier, we'll be arrested as enemy aliens.
I must get there. I must.
Comrade Lenin, it is possible that I have the answer.
I do not know you.
If we could talk in private, comrade.
Help hand. He's a profiteer and an adventurer. He makes money out of war, and now he seeks to profit by revolution. He's a scoundrel.
I agree. I agree with you, comrade. But if his influence with the German Foreign Office can help to get you back to Russia, what does it matter where the money comes from?
Well, it does to me.
The end justifies the means.
Look, to accept German help in getting to Russia would expose me to accusations of treason, of being an enemy agent. It could have the most serious repercussions. No, there must be another way. By aeroplane.
Aeroplane?
I could disguise myself. Use a false passport. Ah, there are a dozen ways.
Oh, no. There is only one way. Through Germany. A help hand is on his way to Berlin now. If he can arrange matters...
No.
Your presence in Petrograd is vital. Would you have the Bolshevik Revolution led by men like Stalin and Chekit? I expect a telegram tonight or tomorrow morning. I'll report to you as soon as I receive it.
I can see this opportunity slipping through my fingers. Just slipping through my fingers.
Has already made arrangements with the Swiss government for a German train to be made available at Bern. From there, it will cross the frontier at Gottmadigan, carry on through Germany to Sassnitz on the Baltic.
A German train across Germany.
There's no other way, comrade. Now, the Germans have insisted on the following conditions. All luggage must be sealed, but there will be no inspection of baggage, no passports, customs. No one will be permitted to leave or board the train while it is traveling through Germany. 2 German officers are to accompany the train to the end of German territory. Food will be provided, but there will be no...
How many people in their conditions?
20.
It is not enough. There must be at least 40.
Comrade, I have spent all night with the minister in Bern agreeing to these details.
Then you can go back to the minister in Bern and tell him that I insist on certain conditions too. And one is that there must be at least 40 persons on that train.
But why? There are only 20 Bolsheviks.
Think about it.
Emigres.
A trainload of Bolsheviks transported across enemy territory at German expense. It would destroy our political credibility, or we would be shot for traitors as soon as we arrived in Russia. No. Everyone must participate in this plan. Mensheviks, Social Democrats, Bundists, everyone.
You are right.
You can further tell the minister in Bern that no names of anyone will be taken on this train. That we shall be assured extraterritorial rights through Germany, and There will be no propaganda use on this mission, in the press or in any other manner.
If I hurry, I'll just catch the 10 o'clock train. What happens if the Germans don't accept your proposals?
Then we'll find another way.
Oh.
Tell me, Nadja, am I doing the right thing?
It is for you to decide.
I don't know.
Then you must hold a meeting.